All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises and glory to Kal Halayim La, Obanawa, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Kal Kadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of this truth who have taught us this truth for many, many years. This is your brother Kabash coming at you with another lesson, and I'm just going to go by the Spirit. Didn't really have anything planned out, but we're just going to go by the Spirit, okay? So let's go by, milk scripture here. Because a lot of people think that the Most High is going to come back like roses and peaches and cream. No, he's not. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. Okay? Let's go to that right now. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and 16. For by... Hold on one second. Let me go back. Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord will be many. Okay, when you go into that word slain, what does it mean? To kill. Okay, anytime the Most High talks about, a sword or anything like that, it's basically talking about destruction, death. It's not talking about just having something glistening against your wall that's hung up on the wall as decoration. Now, the Most High is going to use that sword. Okay. Now, how is the Lord going to use that sword? It says he will plead with all flesh, meaning he will kill. And the slain of the Lord will be many. All right. So let's go to another scripture, because a lot of you are seeking the day of the Lord. All right. Now it says, so by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord will be many. All right. Let's go to the book of Amos 5 and 18. All right. No, that's the NIV version. We don't want that. We want the King James version. That's what we want. King James version. Not no new King James version. King James version. The book of Amos 5 and 18. Woe to you. Who? Is this the King James version? Let me see. Hold on. I don't think this is the King James version. But what if you're paraphrasing, it says, woe unto you. Let me see. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? Maybe I read it wrong. It says, woe unto you. Okay, here we go. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? Okay. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Now we're going to read this whole chapter. Okay. Let's go in and read this whole chapter right here. All right. To what end is it for you? Okay. Let's put through if I can find it here. So excuse me for 18 through 25. All right. We get an NIV version, all except the everything except for the King James version. Okay. I should have my sword up here. Okay. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion. These advertisements. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. That's kind of like a scary movie. You know how like you may run away from Freddy Krueger. You get away from Freddy Krueger, but as soon as you get in an abandoned house, Jason is right there waiting on you. You put your hand on the wall. You think you good. You straight. You leaning. You look tired. You out of breath. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you look inside that hallway, Jason is right there waiting on you after you ran from Freddy Krueger. About to cut your behind up or do whatever he got to do to you. And that talks about the judgment of the Lord. You're not going to be able to escape the judgment of the Lord. All right. You're not going to be able to escape the judgment of the Lord with your money, with your houses, or Even if you're an outstanding athlete and if you can run a long way, you're not going to be able to escape the judgment of the Lord, no matter who you are. So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Okay, a lot of people are wanting the day of the Lord, but you don't know what you're really asking for. You feel me? Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? That's true. A lot of people think that the day of the Lord is going to be a day of a day of light, a day of fairy tales and light and all that. No, the day of the Lord is a day of darkness. Didn't I just get through reading? For by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord will be many. That's talking about the day of the Lord. All right. So we ain't gonna keep this lesson too long. Just want you to dwell on that. All right. Till next time, Shalom. Man, I want to send all praises and glory to Kal Halayim La, Obanawa, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Wakakadash Brakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders who have taught us this truth for many, many years. This is your brother Kabash coming at you. Till next time, take it easy. Shalom.